All right, Baldies. So, welcome to Colorado. I miss you guys so much, and I know that y'all wish y'all could go to Moab. So I'm going to take y'all to Moab today. We're going to start over here in Grand Junction, over by Grand Mesa. That's my favorite thing. That's this giant ass mountain that I like to play on. But that over there is Colorado National Monument, and I'm going to take y'all up and over that. Up in the distance, see if I can zoom. Yeah, there we go. And then we're going to take it all the way over to Moab on dirt as much as possible. Now, unfortunately, I can't take my Jeep because my Jeep has a screwed up transmission since Baldy's came into town, and I tried to take it when it was limping. So the transmission's being worked on, but I have a four-wheel drive, so this is as good as I can get. Some of y'all have seen this thing wheel, it's all right. And like every good road trip, this one starts with beef jerky, corn chips, Red Bull, and a map. If y'all don't have it yet, this is Gaia GPS with the National Geographic add-on. And so this is where we're going to be heading. We're going to be going out here. Wait, that's not it. I lost my place. Oh no. There we go. There it is. We're going to be going all the way out here, Chicken Corners Trail. And to go there, we got to go basically on Hurrah Pass. Goes all the way up in there and up into Moab in there. Passes by Pritchett Canyon, but we're not going to go in there because we're in the 4Runner. Sure is ugly out here this time of year. This is a real popular area for bikers. There's also, the monument was the star of one of Kevin Costner's early roles. There is a bike race movie that American Flyers is, I think, the name of it. And one of the races, one of 3 races that he partakes in that movie, is over there in the monument. And he almost falls off a cliff. It's pretty crazy. I've not actually seen the movie. I've only seen a little few snippets on YouTube because I only care about my town and not actually Kevin Costner. Over here is also a ton of four-wheeling, and over on the left is a place called the Lunch Loops. The Lunch Loops is insane. People come from all around. This is all mountain biking area. You can see there is a ton of people out here, and this is just a Sunday afternoon. And they're just biking it, just kicking it, all down and around, and you've got miles and miles and miles of road that you can go ahead and do. And this is all, I think over to the left, this is all mostly BLM land. Billings Canyon, BLM area, which is really cool because it's got Bangs Canyon, which is insane four-wheel drive, like as crazy as you get in Moab, you get here over on Bangs Canyon. I've gone down it, but my buddy broke, and so I had to help him get back. So I only did like a quarter of it, and my Jeep is now in the shop shortly thereafter. I think Banks Canyon may have been the last thing that I did before that, so I'm going to take that as a word. But you can see one of the American Flyers right here. So they drive, this thing is 24 miles, I think, and it is uphill. I mean, it is killer. You watch that movie clip on YouTube, you'll be impressed. Every single time that I do this, I always feel like I'm in a Roadrunner cartoon. Crazy. All right, so here is as good a spot as any to explain the geography of Grand Junction. There are kind of 3 main features in Grand Junction that enclose this kind of triangle area. One of them runs along the north, and it is the Book Cliffs. And it was formed a long time ago by sea, with the most famous part of the Book Cliffs going right there at Mount Garfield. Now these stretch all the way out into Utah, 200 something miles. And on the so that's the north, and on the east side you have Grand Mesa. Now this is a 50 square mile flat top mountain, so it goes up there and then it stays up there for a long ways. And there's a road up there called Land's End that's beautiful and I love it. they actually do a rally like Pikes Peak up it. I didn't realize it until after it was already done, or else I would have gone to it. And then this is the monument up here. We're gonna basically go up and stay in this kind of crest up here, all the way into Moab. And you can see the town right in there. In that town, Grand Junction is actually the crest of two rivers. The valley right there, the canyon right there, is the Colorado, and then the canyon over there, you can't really see it, but that would be the Gunnison River. So that's where we meet. Yep. Way yes. Over on our right is Glade Park, and it is basically the last little bastion of civilization until you get to Moab. There's a couple guys. That place back there had a gas pump, but they don't have any gas. Ask me how I know. So the road goes for about 20 miles from the monument until you turn into gravel, and then it will turn into dirt from there. You got lots of cows out here, and then it's actually kind of greenish. I guess everything is dead, but it doesn't look all brown yet. And we've got another hour and a half maybe to Moab, but it's the fun hour and a half. Oh yeah, all-wheel drive. I love this car. So this vehicle has regular four-wheel drive, part-time. It has low, regular just like y'all. I have a rear locker, and I have all-wheel drive for when I'm rallying out here. I'm totally in Subaru mode. Yeah, this thing is totally awesome. I've left it stock because I figure if I build this thing up, I'll actually break it like I have done with my Jeep. So if I leave it stock and only put 32-inch tires on it, then it does limit me to just about Hell's Revenge is probably the extent of what I can wheel in this thing. But today I'm not doing something as difficult as Hell's. I'm doing Chicken Corners, which is a blue in the book. Although I was prepared to do a red if necessary. But mostly it's just out in the middle of nowhere, and it would be a good spot to take pictures, which I think will be fun. I'll slow down just a bit. I'm going 60 here. This is actually where Triangle Road turns into dirt, but interesting little fact. This over here on the right, this fence, that is the border with Colorado and Utah. So, yay, yes. Out here, I just can't help but think of like Stroker Ace. Woohoo! Going 40 out here. Ready! And we're gonna call that a bed. And so for 10 miles or so, it just does this. Woo! This is really where the Toyota shines, because that right there would have really hurt in the Jeep. I need to stop taking these washes so fast. All right. Every day is a windy road. Wish my Jeep wasn't in the shop. And over on the left is the Dolores River. This is actually, I think, if I'm not mistaken, it's 2 p.m. right now. We started this whole trek at about noon. And we're maybe 20 minutes, maybe 30 minutes from Moab. All right, so I am about to hit one of the creek crossings, or actually the creek crossing here. Got some nice fall colors out here. Oh, here it is. drop into actual four-wheel drive. Yeah. All right, and so this road right here is what we end up on. And this is the road, goes maybe another mile, and ends up on the highway. This is also the road that you use to take to get to top of the world. So, yay. And this is how you exit that road. You come out to Dewey Bridge. Dewey Bridge used to be the longest suspension bridge in the state of Utah until the 12-year-old or so kid played with matches, burn it to the ground. Yeah, look at that. Tragic, ain't it, folks? Well, we're about to hit the canyon road. These dudes, a bunch of Texans up here, saying, it's wet down in Texas. I think I'll go on vacation. All right, up in front is a taste of why this is one of the most beautiful roads in the world. Yeah. All right, here we go. The town of Moab. Yay. I will probably not stop in here. I may stop here at Milt's on the way back and see if they're still open, but I probably won't make it. So over here on the left is a very famous trail. You can't really tell right here, but it'll be popping up here in just a few. Beautiful Colorado. But here we go. Moab Rim. Very good. And then, not too far after this, basically the next trail over here on the left, is going to be Pritchett. All right, we are back on dirt, and probably will be until dusk. Check out this little zook. Dig it. All right, so we're finally on actual trails in Moab. This is Hurrah Pass. And this heads and leads, this leads into Chicken Corners, where hopefully I'll get to the edge of some canyon before sunset. And then I'll drive back on this and it'll take me forever. And then I'll drive back to Grand Junction on highway and it'll take forever. Yeah, it's gonna be a long evening. All right. Still coming around Hurrah Pass. Look at that. That's pretty cool. We're starting to approach that golden hour. I've got probably an hour and a half of light, maybe. And I am still 30 minutes away, which I didn't want to be. So that means that I'm going to end up in the dark for quite a while on the way back. Had to make my decision about 15 minutes ago on whether or not just to turn back. Decided, screw it, I'm going all the way to the end. I'm already out here. And I'll just go ahead and get home late. All right, I am coming up on the very end of this whole trail. This crest may actually even be it. But it is a pretty one. I can't crest this without actually seeing it. All right, so this is the end of Chicken Corners. This beautiful view of Colorado and into Canyonlands. This is real pretty. All right, and I'm about to crest back up Hurrah Pass. sunset. I'm not going to be wheeling too late. Maybe an hour in the dark. That's not too bad. All right. All right, so that's the police officer who very legitimately pulled me over for going 30 and a 20. Luckily, I got a warning, which is like the first warning I've gotten in forever. So, yay me, it's my lucky day. And all good wheeling trips to Moab end here at Milt's. Oh yeah. And finally, here I am. The lonely road back to Grand Junction. Going by concrete, this is actually Interstate 70, and I'm going 80. Well, 75 right now. But, it's got an 80-mile-an-hour speed limit all the way to Colorado, where it, I think it turned into 75. But it only takes about an hour and 46 minutes from my house to Moab if I go this route. Whereas the other method takes about 3 hours. But it's way prettier than just driving down the highway. Well, guys, it's been fun hanging out with y'all today. I miss you guys, and y'all need to come up and visit me in Grand Junction. Maybe we'll go and drive over to Moab. All right, y'all have a fantastic evening.